everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I am sat in a slightly different setup, mainly because I'm having a bit of a fibro flare up at the minute and sitting on the floor just isn't really going to help with that, so I hope that the setup isn't too annoying. But today I just wanted to go through all the new books that I've bought, as I have got a bit of a haul for you guys. I absolutely love watching book haul videos, so I hope that this is interesting to some of you too. So the first lot of books I actually got from Tesco. I don't usually shop in Tesco, but I had to take a guinea pig to the vets, and there's a Tesco right near our vets. And sometimes they actually do really good book deals, so I just wanted to go in and have a quick look, and I was very happy with the books that I found. So the first book that I found I have been looking for ages, and that is The Perfect Son by Frida McFadden. I've actually borrowed this book off of one of my friends from book club, but I was lucky enough to actually finally find it in Tesco as well, so I had to pick up a copy of my own because I love Frida McFadden's books and I just want as many of them as I can possibly get my hands on. So this book centres around a mum called Erica, and the family kind of has some secrets. And it seems like her teenage son Liam is the last person to see a girl alive who has disappeared. So I am so intrigued by this book. I love Frida McFadden's writing and her twists and everything, so I'm just very excited to add yet another Frida McFadden book to my shelf. The next book is another one that I am really excited to finally get my hands on, and that is None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. I read Then She Was Gone by Lisa Jewell maybe a month or so ago, and I really enjoyed it. It was a book that shocked me that I enjoyed it so much because I did kind of predict how it was going and it was quite dark, but I did really like the writing style. And I have heard so many amazing things about this book, and I just see it everywhere I go, and I have been wanting to get my hands on it for ages. I've just not wanted to spend the money. So this book is about two different women called Alex and Josie, and they find out that they're birthday twins, and basically Alex kind of finds out that Josie has some dark secrets, so I'm very interested to see where this is going to go because I feel like that doesn't really explain too much. So yeah, this is going to be the second Lisa Jewell book that I read, and I'm really intrigued to see where this one goes. The next book I got from Tesco is from another author that I'm really excited to read more books from, and that is Holly by Stephen King. I read Misery by Stephen King recently and I really enjoyed it, although it was very gruesome. And it just seems like Stephen King writes the sort of genre of books that I really enjoy, so I'm very intrigued to read more of his work. And I've not actually heard of the book Holly before I saw it, but it just looks really interesting, and yeah, as I said, I really enjoyed his writing, so I'm excited to read more of his work. This book seems to follow a girl called Holly who is part of a detective agency who's meant to be on leave, but she wants to find a missing girl called Bonnie. It just seems like a really fun mystery book that's also crime fiction, and yeah, it just seems right up my street. And then the last book that I got from Tesco is Diddley Squat's Pigs Might Fly by Jeremy Clarkson. I really love the TV show Clarkson's Farm, and I've got a couple of his other books about the farm, but I've not actually read any of them yet. But I saw this one and I've not got this one yet, so I just thought I had to pick up to kind of complete my collection. Now, the next two books I bought recently are actually from Amazon. I've not really been able to find these books anywhere else, and that's why I decided to look on Amazon, and I'm so glad that I finally was able to find them because I've been wanting to read them for such a long time. So the first one is The Widow's Husband's Secret Lie by Frida McFadden, which is a satirical novella, which is very different to the other books that I've read by Frida McFadden. I have actually already read this because it's so short. It's literally just over 100 pages. So I read this one pretty much the day I got it, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. It is such a funny and different book. And then the other book that I got from Amazon, again, I have technically already read because it's a very short novella, and that is The Gift by Frida McFadden. I mean, this book is literally 50 pages long. Yeah, these two are literally just a couple of pounds each on Amazon. I think Amazon is like probably one of the main sources for Frida McFadden books, and I really just want to get all of them, but I'm need to manage my bank account. So yeah, I was very happy to get my hands on these, and if you want to know my review, then watch my most recent video on the books that I read in September. And then it wouldn't be a book haul if I didn't go to the Works. It is literally my favourite place to buy books from. There's just so much variety in there and so many good deals. And I've seen a lot of TikToks recently where people from European countries have actually purposely travelled to England to go to the Works and buy lots of books, because it seems like books are really expensive in other countries. So I feel sorry for anyone who's not got the Works. So the first book I got from the Works, I actually did an online order for because it was an online exclusive, and that is The Boyfriend by Frida McFadden. You can get this in other stores, but I really wanted this limited edition sprayed edge because I'm just obsessed with sprayed edge books, and this just looks absolutely amazing. So I had to get the online exclusive. This is a very recent book by Frida McFadden, and I have been looking forward to this book coming out for so long, and I'm just so excited to finally read it. This book is about a character called Sydney who hasn't had the best luck with her boyfriends, but she finally finds her new boyfriend who she thinks is absolutely perfect. But then it is discovered that a man is killing these women who he dates before he kills them. And then Sydney is thinking, does she feel safe in her relationship? It just sounds absolutely amazing, and I've heard so many good things about this and the main twist in it, so I cannot wait to read this. The next book that I got from the Works, I mainly just bought for the vibes because it doesn't really seem like something that I might enjoy that much, but you never know, it might shock me. And that is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe by Laurie Gilmore. I mainly just picked this up because I have seen a lot of good things about it, but also this just seems like the most perfect autumnal book, and autumn's just my favourite season. So I wanted to really read some books this season that just kind of fit in with it. This book seems like a romance between characters called Jeannie and Logan, after Jeannie is gifted a pumpkin spice cafe from her aunt. It seems like a grumpy and sunshine trope, I'm not too sure, but we'll see. Not the biggest fan of romances, but we'll give it a go. And then in a kind of similar vibe, I also got The Cinnamon Bun Bookstore by Laurie Gilmore. Oh, and I did not realise that on the back this actually says spicy books. Does the other one say that? No, it doesn't. So maybe this one is actually a bit spicy. I'm not the biggest fan of spice in books, but we'll see what I think of this one. So this book seems to be about a girl called Hazel, and a secret message turns up in a book in the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore. And this one also seems like a romance with a guy called Noah. So yeah, I'm really not sure what to think about these two. I will definitely have to give it a go. I'm going to try and be as open-minded as possible, but these just seem like really cute autumn books, so... And I've heard amazing things about them, so fingers crossed I enjoy them. I definitely will have to get the Christmas Tree Farm one if I do enjoy these and read that around Christmas time. Now, the last three books in this haul I have never heard of before at all. I just got it in the 3 for £6 deal, which is just the best deal in the Works. So the first one is The Wishing Game by Meg Schaffer. And I literally picked this up because of the cover. It just looks so nice. And it seems like the main character, Lucy, loves books, and I've mentioned this before, but I just love books that are about characters who love books. It just seems like a really wholesome book about two people who love books, and yeah, I'm not really sure what else there is to it, but I guess I'll find out when I read it. And the next book is Murder and the Moggies of Magpie Row by Kate High. With this one, I kind of picked it up because one, it says murder in the title, and I love thriller and crime books, and two, because there's a cat on it. You can kind of see a theme with the books I pick up. I just like going for thrillers or any covers that I seem to like. And this book is about a character called Clarice who finds her friend Peter dead in the kitchen. Clarice originally thinks that Peter had a heart attack, but then at Peter's funeral, this guy called Chris comes in, insisting that Peter was murdered. this sounds really, really interesting, and I kind of just want to start reading this now, but I have got so much on my TBR for this month. But I've not heard of any books by Kate Hyde before, but this definitely seems right up my alley. And there's some more books on the back here by her being advertised, so if I enjoy this, then I'll definitely have to look out for them. And then the last book in this book haul is Murder at the Theatre by Greg Moss. Now again, I picked this up because murder's in the title, but also I am a huge theatre nerd. I actually have an acting degree, and yeah, I just thought this sounds right up my alley. Also, Peter James says that fans of Osman are in for a treat, and I absolutely love Richard Osman and the Thursday Murder Club series. So the blurb of this book says, "A body in the theatre, a cast full of suspects. Can Maisie Cooper crack this case?" So again, it just seems like crime fiction, and yeah, it's just right up my alley, so I'm very, very excited to read this one. And again, I've never heard of Greg Moss before, so if I do enjoy this book, then I'm going to have to get the other ones that are advertised on the back, because they just really seem like books that I'll enjoy. So yeah, as you can tell, I have not done the best in my book buying ban. There's just no point ever setting yourself a book buying ban, because it's just never going to happen. But I'm very excited to read all these books. I definitely got some really good deals of these. Even though there's a lot of books here, I really did not spend that much money, so I'm very happy about that. So yeah, if you've read any of these books, please let me know in the comments what you thought of them. I'd be really intrigued to hear your opinion, because I've not read any of them yet apart from the 2 Freida McFadden novellas. And if you have read The Widow's Husband's Secret Lie, I'd be really intrigued to know your thoughts, because it's such a strange book, but I absolutely loved it. So yeah, that was my haul. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.